All right, what's up, y'all? Bitcoin is pushing up toward 110,000. Right now, it's at 106.6, trying to get up past 107 like it was earlier today. The chart looks pretty darn good. I'm really thinking it might be able to do it. It's going to be an exciting week. We got a lot going on. There's an FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and I got some crypto news I'm going to talk about, and some fears I have with some things that happened to me last time, and before we get going here, if you guys could just hit like and subscribe, that'd be awesome. I'd sure appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get going here. Bitcoin is pushing up toward 107 and is looking pretty darn good. Like I said, we got an exciting week. The FOMC meeting is on Wednesday. Powell is going to be talking about whether he's going to raise the rates or lower the rates, and there's supposed to be a 95% chance that they're going to do another rate cut, and which is weird to me. I mean, it seems like inflation is still hitting us, but it's still a 95% chance, whatever. So we'll take it. I think it's going to help the markets, and they all been a little skittish, watching the Wall Street and the regular stock market, has been a little skittish lately, and I think that's why it happens every time when they're about to have that meeting, or he's even going to talk. Things get a little hesitant, and then once he starts talking and says what he's going to say, whether it's good or bad or whatever, things kind of go back to normal. And normal with crypto and Bitcoin right now is just going crazy. I mean, even though the market's been a little skittish, Bitcoin hasn't been. It's pushing hard. It's going to be an interesting week. We'll see what happens on Wednesday, and we got some other crypto news. Avalanche just did like the biggest upgrade that they've ever done. They did this. They're calling it Avalanche 9000. They're saying it's live now, and the changes are designed to attract more developers to the system, and it's to allow them to create their own customized blockchains known as subnets, which are basically their own layer ones on top of Avalanche, which is a layer one blockchain. If you don't know what that is, it's like Ethereum. It's a chain that you can build stuff on. It's just like a crypto that's an internet, and it's not just a token that you can buy and speculate on. It actually does stuff, has a chain, and it's pretty interesting, and it's cool. I really like Avalanche, and I do have some Avalanche, and so I've been hoping it'll actually start doing something here. I'm sure it will. The altcoin season is coming. It's kind of here, it's kind of not, but it's coming soon. I really believe that, and it's gonna be pretty cool. The with on this chain, they've got a couple games I know of. Shrapnel earlier in the year in March, Shrapnel was huge. They were talking about it. Everybody was so excited about Shrapnel, and then Gensler and the SEC got a hold of it, and I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I need to look at it, and that's something I'm going to do here. I'm going to do a deep dive on some of these gaming coins and chains and different things that are going on with it, and make a whole video just about gaming, I think. But the big one that's on Avalanche as well, that's got some stuff going on, everybody keeps talking about, is Off the Grid. And it's it's kind of a battle royale shooter game, which everybody knows they can be huge, and but everybody's been talking about Off the Grid, and they've been waiting for their token to come out so people can invest in it, and it's supposed to be happening like anytime here. The Guns Foundation, I think it's going to be a Guns token, but I also heard something else, that it was called something else. I'm not quite sure, but it's interesting. It's supposed to come out here real soon, and they got some stuff here you might want to check out on Binance, Square, just looking up some crypto news. They're talking about this that it's going to come out in this Laser Hawk game on Ethereum's Arbitrum network, accompanied by a free NFT mint. So I don't know. That's kind of weird, but yeah, what they're saying is that this avalanche could totally change the whole gaming. It could really bring gaming in, and gaming will come regardless of off the grid. But that's what they've been saying is this: if this off the grid hits really hard, I mean, people have already been playing it, but they just haven't been able to invest in it, and they haven't had the token. But if this token hits, it's gonna be intense. And from what I was reading, it's supposed to be they got like a store, kind of just like they have on Fortnite, where you buy your weapons and whatnot and your skins and they're going to use this token, and I'm not sure what else the token will be for. It's just yet to find out, but. A lot of the speculation is that this off the grid is going to bring a ton of people into crypto gaming, and which is good because that's my thing. I'm really into the crypto gaming. It makes the most sense to me. Some of it doesn't make so much sense, but like maybe the AI a little bit, but the gaming is something I can definitely get into. I don't play a lot of games anymore, but I used to. I used to be a hardcore gamer. But that was back on like the Super Nintendo and stuff. So I'm kind of dating myself. But yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be pretty interesting. And but one of the next things I wanted to talk about is the worries I have for this upcoming market. I look at my portfolio, and I seem to be doing pretty good, but you start to get worried because I've been in this since 2017, and I've round tripped a lot of coins, and boy, you get into some of those shit coins and you round trip them, boy. Some of the good projects are going to come back. They'll still be there. Like Ethereum's always been there. Solana's coming back again. Avalanche seems like it's coming back. But I was into some of these smaller ones, and I was into some games, and I was into some smaller stuff that it just disappeared, and I held it, and I thought, it's gonna go, it's gonna be this thing, and it wasn't, and so, my advice to anyone, none of this is financial advice, but you got to take profits, do your own research, do what you want to do for sure, but you have to take profits. You cannot just think that it's just going to go up forever, because it's not. Everybody, that's the whole game, is to take profits, and if you don't take them, everybody else is going to take them. So when you're up, just you take some, even if you have to just take some, because you can't force yourself to take it all because you think it's going to the moon or to Pluto or to a different galaxy. It's not. It's going to go up good, but then there's going to be something coming down. It's going to all come down eventually. At least for another couple years. It follows a cycle. And so it's just how it goes. Every 4 years it follows the same cycle, and it's done that since things started in 2009. And I'm gonna go by that 4-year cycle regardless until that's broken. And and that means there's a halving, and the year after the halving is the most bullish year for Bitcoin, for altcoins, for everything. And we just had the halving in April of 2024, and so the next year, the coming up year, 2025, is supposed to be the most bullish year. And will it go on all year long? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking maybe it won't, but it could. We could have a big surge in the spring, could have a little die off in the summer, sell in May, go away, come back in the fall, hit really hard. But stuff pumps super hard in the spring, man. You got to take some profits. Just please don't round trip your coins like I've done a million times. And always be safe too. Don't keep all your stuff on exchanges. Get you a hardware wallet, put it in there, and the things that you do have, keep your seed phrases. Don't ever share them with anyone. Use 2FA. Don't just use a password. And for God's sake, don't just use your phone and a text back for your 2FA. Get you some kind of a hardware key or some kind of authenticator app or something. Don't just use the text. Because you can get SIM swapped so easy. There's different ways to do that, and it's happened to some of the biggest guys in the industry. It's just outrageous. And it happened to me, and it was devastating. And I just didn't know. That I learned the hard way. Don't learn the hard way. Please. Get your hardware wallet. Get you some 2FA set up. If you're going to keep stuff on an exchange, make sure it's a big exchange. A trusted, something that's trusted. Something, an onboarding exchange. Where it's reputable, and then you've got really good 2FA in there, and don't ever share your anything with anyone. Yeah, and so those are the worries that I have, but another thing that I saw that I thought was pretty cool was there's this Exodus wallet. The SEC finally approved the crypto wallet Exodus to list on the New York Stock Exchange in America after denying it in May. They tried to get it up there in May, and Gensler's there, and they're like, oh, we'll have to think about it, and you know how that goes. But yeah, they're getting it going. It will be listed under its current ticker at the open of trading on December 18th. So Wednesday morning, which is the same day that they're going to have the FOMC meeting. The Exodus will be trading on the New York Stock Exchange under their ticker EXOD. So that's exciting. Be checking that out. And this kind of shows that maybe they're changing their tune toward a lot of this stuff. And it said that the Exodus stock currently listed on the OTC markets rose as much as 10.5% before pairing all of the gains, and so that's pretty cool. It shows that they're gonna be open to integrating more crypto stuff, and instead of pushing it away from America. It's the future. If we don't do it, other countries are gonna do it for us, and I think some of the big wigs, some of the whales, whoever don't want people to regular middle class, lower class, redneck idiots like me to be making a ton of money on crypto. So they want to get in there and regulate it and stop it and push it away, and because they want that money. They want to be able to have their exclusive right to partake in these things and then leave us in the dust, And so somehow this is all working out. It seems it's hard to believe. It's almost like a dream. Things are going on. Crypto looks more bullish and crazy than it ever has before. So, a lot of people are like, we are not bullish enough. And I don't know. I'm pretty damn bullish. I really am. I'm pretty freaking bullish, guys. I hope you guys are. Leave a comment if you're bullish. But yeah, that's probably about it for today. The next video or two, I'm gonna do a deep dive on some gaming coins and some gaming projects that are going on. You got like Synverse, which is like a Grand Theft Auto style game where you can own like your own land, and there's different districts, and it's pretty cool. And it's on BNB. And then you got Decimated, which is like a first-person shooter. It kind of reminds me of like post-apocalyptic, like Mad Max, and it's on Solana, which is pretty cool because Solana's big. A lot of people get into it. It's very easily accessible, and as long as it don't crash, it seems to be a pretty good onboarding thing for guys. And I've actually played Decimated, so I'm pretty excited about that one. I like it. I need to play it a little bit more to get a feel for it. But then you got the Off the Grid that's on Avalanche. You also got the Shrapnel that's on Avalanche as well. And see what's going on with both of those games. Hopefully Shrapnel's, maybe the Gensler resigning here is going to get Shrapnel be able to get back going again. And then you got Wonder Man on Phantasma Chain, which is going to be pretty cool. It's very Axie Infinity like kind of, and they got like some pinball stuff that you can do. There's like mini games inside of it, and you can breed like your own characters. It's gonna be pretty cool, But yeah. If you guys haven't, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.